get out there and get set. Okay. The faster you guys get set, the faster I can run the play. I always got to wait for you guys. I know you're doing a lot of running and stuff. If you get too tired, you can rotate. The other thing is, listen to me in the huddle, okay? I don't want a bunch of bullshit going on today. Just listen to me. Get in. If somebody has some important input, fine. But if it doesn't matter, don't say a fucking thing. Let me talk, all right?
Check, white 39! Set! Hut! Hut!
You have to hey, man, that's man. Season right here, baby. Let it all hang out.
Hey, I want a moment. Close your eyes and focus. Close your eyes and focus.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Park Rose High School for tonight's PFL Championship game between the Tacoma or Pierce County Bengals and the Oregon Thunderbolts.
1, 2, 3, cheers!
Okay, listen up. Listen up. Okay. Hey, hey!
I can't second lead rushing, first leading scorer. But they already have 4 games. Why you got over here? So I'm about to go to this one team, Browns, like they got the bread, sponsored by Mercedes. Browns, Browns. Yeah.
And we will take this out.
Are they leading people out here or what? Yeah. Or you just got to shoot your shit?
No, it's just that they want to be the first one.
There's a head. There's a tail. I'm going to flip the coin in this manner, and I'm going to catch it in this way. And if I drop it, you will do it. I'm going to flip it again. Yeah. You call me here. Call it loud so I can hear you. Everybody hear heads? Heads he called. Tails it is. You win the toss. You're going to defer. Okay, I'll give him one of these. They won. They defer. You want the ball?
Yes, we do.
Which goal are you going to defend? Which way are you going to kick? This guy first. You're gonna defend this goal?
You want this in the second quarter.
Okay, you're kicking.
Mike,
okay.
You want that in the second quarter.
Okay.
You want the clock. You want the...
Okay, good luck to you, man. Have a great one. Good luck. Did your bird.
You got it.
Hey, good seeing you, Dad. Good seeing you.
See the light. Hey, Tim Adams, Greg Miller, this is it, folks. You're in for a treat tonight. We're all in for a big treat tonight. We've got the Pierce County Bengals here, plus a few extra guys maybe, for the championship game of the PFL. And the Bengals came off a win against Snohomish. The Thunderbolts last week won against the Posse. And this is the big showdown after we won the home field advantage. We're here at Park Rose.
Yeah, this is jitterbug time. Last week we played the Posse for the second week in a row. They came a little bit prepared, didn't get involved on as far as the talking and personal fouls. It turned out to be a real good game. Not quite as violent as I thought the previous game where we saw a lot of good hits. Then we look at the Bengals, and they kind of slid by. They didn't really blow out Snohomish. It was 39-30, so it was a real close game. They come into this game with a new additive, former TBolt, former Jet, Curtis Delgado.
And Portland State Viking.
And Portland State Viking, that's before that. But we know he's a high-quality back, and we expect a lot of things out of him tonight.
Well, I mean, you take Pat Patterson out of there and you have to put in Delgado, and Patterson was tearing it up last time we played the Bengals. Bengals moved the ball against the Thunderbolts last game, and anything can go here tonight. I tried to interview the offensive line, and they said, hey, just like the Denver Broncos, we ain't talking till this is over. So I'm planning on treating you to an interview with the offensive line after the conclusion of the Thunderbolts win here tonight. And I guess we're getting ready to kick off. And I don't know. We'll be on the air. We'll be here, and
Go away.
don't go away. You won't have to see the timeouts and the penalties, and we'll explain everything.
And no commercials. That's the nice thing about cable. The last thing we like to say is that we've had a great year. There's a lot of quality time that has been given to a lot of players out there. A lot of them have come up from first-year players, have made some remarkable plays, have made an impact on this team. We've had the crafty veterans that have been here for a long time and haven't lost a step, and that's what's exciting to see. The young and the old mesh together. They've actually formed a well-grouped team that wants to go on to nationals, but even I am kind of superstitious. I don't like to talk about anything until the game's over.
Okay, then we'll just have to hang up the microphone and watch the kickoff. And Jeff Wood kicking off. It's high. It might go out of bounds.
No,
Number 1.
He takes it and steps on the end line.
That was Cyril Johnson, number 1, with the return. I kind of half expected to see number 11 out there, Curtis Delgado, on the kickoff return.
Leave it to the Thunderbolts to kick a little premature to us being ready. Of course, we're never ready. And that was kind of a short kick.
Westendorf is the quarterback. And number 3, Pat Patterson, their running back, and they like to run. Westendorf goes up top real quick. Intended for Chris Bailey, number 5. Wayne Harris there on the coverage, got pushed in the back by Bailey.
Yeah, the only one that was going to get that ball would be Wayne Harris, and he kind of shoved in the back, covered it well. It wasn't going to give him the long ball. It looks like the Bengals are trying to surprise us with a deep threat right off the bat. That's their norm. They usually are a strong power up the middle type of game.
Yeah, that took me by surprise, but it wasn't executed very well. That ball went way up in the air, kind of like the kickoff, and floated. And if he had caught it, he wouldn't have gotten anywhere. It brings up 2nd down and 10 for Westendorf. Now they're in the I formation, maybe want to run this time. Bengals strong up front, were able to run against the Thunderbolts in the 2 previous games. Patterson there, not getting anywhere. Neil Clayson, number 50, wasn't going to give up the defensive end spot and got him by the ankles.
44. Yeah, that was excellent execution, and we talked about it in practice. What makes the Thunderbolt line work is low movement. When they do low movement, there's nothing in the middle for anybody to go, so they try to slide to the outside, and if everybody's playing their lanes on the outside, nothing goes around the end.
Clayson stops Patterson for a half a yard, and it's going to be 9.5 to go on 3rd down. And it's another run. Patterson outside. Leland Johnson's got him in the backfield, and it's going to be a loss. Thunderbolt defense ready to play. Leland said he's going to show us something tonight.
Well, this is really encouraging for the TBolts to get off fast defensively. Their defense usually always sets the tone of the game, and tonight is no different. And we're hoping that they continue strong this way. I know the team doesn't want to just win. They want to win big against the Bengals.
Number 3, Kenyatta Morgan, is back to return the kick. Van Velarde is the up back. And looks like number 16, and I don't have his name, is punting for the Bengals. Oh, well then 26. I don't have his name either.
Maybe it's 36.
They have this older
86.
guy. Is it?
86.
Morgan lets it bounce, getting it hit, dropped it on the ground.
We got it back. No? Yeah, we got it.
Now that was Morgan that recovered it. No, it wasn't Morgan that recovered it.
No, he got bumped off.
It was it might have been 22, 27, 25. Anyway, we will let you know. It is Bengal football. Pierce County. No.
No, it's Bengal. No, it's.
He signaled. He signaled, but the offense is in. He's playing the other way now. Okay. Thunderbolt football at the 46. And a heads-up play there. I don't know what Morgan didn't really handle that ball very well.
He didn't have it tucked away when he took off on the run. That was the biggest problem. And so he wasn't really hit hard. He was nicked. And because it wasn't tucked away, it flew up in the air. But thank goodness for the reserves.
Thunderbolts show their regular spread offense. Calvin Griggs, number 81, lines up near side. And lined up at tight end is Morgan, although he often goes into the slot. And the tight end or slot on the other side, it looks like number 7, Rich Martin. And Danny Jefferson out wide, number 82, on the far sidelines. Glenn Vereen, number 1, in the backfield with the ball. He gets a handoff. He's got a hole. He's got some room, and he has great power.
11 yards.
And a first down.
And another Thunderbolt first down.
Nice run by Vereen. I can see the camera moving now. Hey, I like this. I think that might have been number 22, Ali Rowley, that covered that fumble. Anyway, Haskamp looking to throw. Got the naked bootleg, and there's number 82, Jefferson. Making it look catchable, but it wasn't.
That was one step from TD.
Completion. Jolson, number 6, checks in at the far tight end or slot position, but he's actually a tight end, although just, 165? I like it. Jefferson in motion. Running play. Vereen carries tacklers for a good 4 yards.
Yeah, that was a straight-up gut play. Nothing funny about it. All they're going to do is that was just pure power. See what we can do with it. They're trying to see how soft the middle of the Bengals is.
Yeah, it looked like that tackle made by. Let me get this started. Number 47, Sio Fakatufufita, because I will be calling his name over and over again tonight. He's one of the outstanding defensive players for the Bengals. He's fast. He might even play some offense, special teams guy, and he's one of their starting safeties. And we're going to see a lot of number 47. Danny Jefferson in motion. 3rd down and 6. Haskamp going to have to throw. And he's got Calvin Griggs wide open in the corner, and he overthrows him again.
Right now, Mike is just leaving his passes flat. He needed more arch. He just needs to let it up in the air and let Calvin run to it. And he's trying to be a little too precise with a flat pass. And he's just a little in front of the receivers right now. Hopefully, this is great timing plays that'll set the tone for the rest of the game.
Well, Haskamp determined to make good on his 2 errant throws. 4th down and 6, and there was no hesitation. Haskamp looked over at the offensive coordinator, Brad Burcham, said, we want to go for it, and they're going for it. And kind of in no man's land for the punting special teams. Haskamp looking to throw, looking to get 6. There is 6 yards, that is. There's Danny Jefferson, and he reaches for about 7.
Yeah, he's going to get it on the reach. His extension gave him the extra yard for the first down. And this is a standard pattern for the Thunderbolts. They're not greedy. They realize all they needed was 6 yards, and that's all they're going to work for.
We're going to be the way the camera if we stay here. So we're going to move over here. I guess the Bengals had 12 guys, and the Thunderbolts were awarded an extra 8 yards on top of the 7 they earned. That's another rule I'd never heard of.
Well, no, all it was is that where the ball was at, they get 15 yards.
Okay, well, they didn't have to decline the penalty. And number 7, Chris Reynolds, broke up that play. It looked like I thought Morgan was going to be in the end zone after that catch.
It was just a nice fingertip deflection. If he didn't get his tips on it, that was 6 all the way.
Brings up 2nd down and 10 after the penalty, and the first down by the Thunderbolts. And Thunderbolts go with Calvin Griggs and Kenyatta Morgan to the near side. Brad Jolson and Danny Jefferson out far to the right, to the left, and Glenn Vereen, number 1, as the running back. Jolson in motion, number 6. Bengals coming with pressure. Vereen up the middle. Got a block. Big Jason Lang down there. Looked like the Bengals were letting him just run through him, and Vereen got a nice run and a big hole up the middle.
When you have balance on a team where you can pass and run, it really sets the tone for the defense that they can't really key on any one thing. They can't load up an area. They can't put their best players out on receivers or on a certain runner. And that was a delay that just worked to magic because it looked like an actual pass the way he was breaking back, and a big gaping hole in the middle opened up.
Well, and Thunderbolts haven't established their passing game yet, although the Bengals must respect it. Calvin Griggs goes in motion. First down after that big run, and Vereen dives over the top for a couple yards, and I think he thought it was 4th down.
Well, I don't think that was a play. I think they were trying to see if they were going to kind of give up the middle again. Nice job by the Bengals defensive line because they went low, so he had to hurdle over the lineman as he went down.
Bengals learn quickly, we know now. Although that wasn't the draw play and there weren't any defensive linemen chasing Haskamp in the backfield. But it's a short gain, and it's going to bring up 2nd down and 9. And the Thunderbolts can get a 1st down at about the 3. But I think they'd rather have the 6. Trip to the far side. Haskamp pitches wide to Vereen. He's got a block from Jolson. He's got another block downfield from Jefferson, and there is a flag.
Holding on us. Yeah, he's holding on us, Jolson.
Well, I kind of like that block by Brad Jolson around the corner, but I guess the referee didn't think it was entirely fair.
If that was flag football, it was an excellent block.
Thunderbolts penalized from the spot of the foul. Ball on the ground, and I think his white shirt's going to have this one. Morgan dove in there, but I think he might have been there second.
He knocked it right into Morgan.
3rd down, and he got it back. And that was a good play by Morgan. Not an especially good play by the Thunderbolts, though, after the holding penalty.
Well, occasionally they get a little quick happy from the line. Mike is trying to get into his pass rollout real quick, and so sometimes he's separating from the center before the ball's actually fully exchanged.
Field looks beautiful tonight. We got the Thunderbolt emblem in there. Thunderbolts looking at 3rd down and basically goal. They can get to the 3-yard line. They need about 25. Haskamp got some time. Not now. He gets away from him, and he can run for a ways. Maybe get some field goal position, but he takes a lick from number 66, Don Adams. So 68 is Don Adams. I don't know who number 66 is, but I don't want to meet him.
Not when we hear sounds like that from him. And it doesn't look like they're going to go for a field goal.
Well, I'd kind of like to see him go for a field goal here on 4th and 20, but they aren't. And it looks like the Bengals are going to try and put the big stop on. Vereen is the single back. Calvin Griggs to the near side is going to be in the end zone with the ball, hopefully. And Rich Martin and Kenyatta Morgan are in the slots. There's Calvin. He's going to beat him one-on-one. Oh, my. He was just a couple finger lengths away from that touchdown.
That was just a beautiful play, whether you were offensive or defensive on that play. Great coverage and a great throw. It's just a little too long.
Viewfinder, never mind. Thunderbolts on defense now. After the 4th down stand by the Bengals, Westendorf in the shotgun wants to throw, but he's got pressure and he's got no one to throw to. Fires it out of there, number 5, Chris Bailey. And I don't know, it almost looked like he was across the line.
I think he was beyond the line, but they're saying he got rid of it before. I can't believe that. I thought he was over the line easily.
I thought he was going to take off and run with it, or he was taking off and running with it. But it's a 1st down, and the Bengals have the ball at the 35-yard line. Westendorf got lots of time again, looking to throw, and he's got all kinds of blocks back there. Now he is going to run. Let's see him pull it up and throw it now.
Velarde's hurt. Velarde's down, and he's not moving.
Van Velarde with the tackle.
I think it's his shoulder again, maybe. He might even got a concussion. That was impact over there.
Well, was it Velarde that hit Weston? Who was it that hit Westendorf?
Velarde and Westendorf, helmet to helmet.
Oh, he'll love that then. He'll be getting up in short order and coming over. Oh, no, he's holding that shoulder again. No, the shoulder looks okay. Well, he'll be back in the game.
I think he's got a little fuzz in the head right now.
Timeout, go to commercial. And it's a first down on Westendorf's scramble. Velarde getting led off the field by a guide dog.
He's not there. He's on a cloud somewhere.
He's got a big spot on his head.
Yeah.
And it's going to be 1st and 10. Or the ref, looks like the referee's slowing play down here again.
You gotta wait. You had to wait until everybody got off the field.
Got the whistles. Split formation in the shotgun. I've never seen a quarterback so far back in the shotgun.
They did this up.
It's like a punt thing.
They did this against Snohomish. They didn't work.
Ow, wait. Westendorf sacked by
3.
Brian Johnson and Neil Clayson and Matt Neal. And there's Jason Tutukian for a linebacker showing in there too.
That looked like a clam bake out there. Oh, they're going to their quick offense now.
2nd down in about 22. And the Bengals' interesting formation persists. And that's a kind of a slow snap, given the line time to get there. Nice coverage downfield by Tyrone Sellers. He was one-on-one with Pat Patterson, who is a whole lot smaller, a whole lot quicker, but he was right on his hip.
All I got to say is that's the best defensive pass coverage I could see without getting a penalty on it. That's how close he was.
Well, Patterson didn't think it was entirely clean, but by the time I looked downfield with the ball, it looked pretty clean to me. Besides, I'm not biased.
Hey, we got enough refs out there. They thought it was clean.
Okay, well then it's 3rd down and about 22. Same formation for the Bengals. And Westendorf has time to throw. Nat Neal clears out of the way. Tyrone Sellers on Patterson, and they're not going to let him loose. Nice play by Sellers, and Wayne Harris and Matt Neal there to clean up, along with Brian Johnson, and it's going to be 4th down and about 12.
We were kind of warned about this. We heard that, again, in the Snohomish game, they did this formation, and they're not kicking.
Well, that's okay. 4th down and 13, and they're not kicking. Well, he might kick. He could kick out of that formation. Maybe aware of that. But yeah, looks like they're going to go for it. Brett Wells gets deep along with Dante Lewis, and it looks like a pass. It looks like a Westendorf trying to clear it out.
Incomplete.
Well, and I don't think he would have caught the first. Ollie Roley all over. Number 88. Lamarcus Ford. I hope that's right, because the stadium announcer's saying whatever name. Yeah, they wait for us to call the name, and then it's, oh, who was, okay.
Oh, he said it.
Thunderbolts back on offense. Haskamp gets his foot stepped on, but manages to hand off to, that must be Vereen down underneath that pile.
Yeah, it was, this is the problem that he's worrying about. Mike is trying to get quick out of the pocket area before the center steps on him. And the last time he fumbled it, so this time he decided to stick around a little longer and he got stepped on. So, you know, they're going to have to try to find the in-between mode there so that he can get out there successfully.
Well, in case we get a touchdown here, I want to be on the other side of the camera so we get to see it. 2nd down and about 9. Haskamp fakes the handoff to Vereen, throwing downfield to number 82, Jefferson. He's got a block from Henry Newsom, and he's going to get down to that 20 stripe.
I think if he took the outside route, he would have had 15 yards more. But he took the first shot that he saw a block. He took the inside route, thought he could shake a few blockers off, and they made a nice tackle at the 20.
Well, Danny Jefferson used to play defense, so he doesn't thinking about running around. Was that the producer? 1st down and 10. After the big play by Haskamp to Jefferson, and these guys showing some tough defense early on, but Thunderbolts, he reaching in for the ball there. Glenn Vereen got grabbed by the top of his shoulder pads, but he still managed to rip off about 5.
This is not unusual for the Bengal Thunderbolt games. Usually the first half is real subtle like this. They do a lot of feeling around. They don't do anything super spectacular. Everybody's taking a few shots in the corner long, but it's pretty straight up football right now.
Where's my cheat sheet? Number 55, Ben Alalacha. I can't even read it. Alalate, reaching in there for the football. Now they had some success with this, but not against Paul Swingle. They try and grab that snap before it gets snapped. Ball in the end zone. Henry Newsom there. Good coverage.
That was great coverage. Henry Newsom wasn't the one that should have got that ball, and actually he went to the defense and knocked the ball loose so it wouldn't get intercepted.
Cyril Johnson, who's been playing both ways at the speed position, along with Warren Reynolds, number 4. The state coming over from the safety spot. And so far, Haskamp's just been a couple of inches off of about 3 or 4 touchdown passes so far. And the running game's working, so on 3rd and 5, they should have no problem getting a first down, and they can always go for it on 4th down as well. 2-slot formation once again.
It's good. Yeah, get that Stanwood stuff. Erase that. He'll come up here first.
We're live and
Oh, we got a touchdown, Greg.
Yeah.
I didn't see it, did you?
Oh, sure.
But it was Glenn Vereen around the corner is what I heard.
Yeah, Glenn Vereen right down the sidelines, 4 yards for a touchdown. He just went in untouched, and the extra point was good. A nice snap, a nice hold, and a nice... but the one thing I didn't see was who was snap. Oh, Velarde is out there, so he must have got rid of the fog.
Well, congratulations to the Thunderbolts. I apologize for any technical difficulties. But technical difficulties are definitely difficulties. You know, they're not really a technicality. They're really pretty awesome.
What I was told was anything that was made by a human will break.
Well, hopefully not this Thunderbolts defense. Nice kickoff in coverage. And Sio Fakatu Fafita on the kickoff return. Only got out to about the 11. Leland Johnson trying to draw off the offense. First down, and what happened to first? What happened to first down? I thought they already ran first down.
Oh no, there's a penalty.
Might. And it's offsides on the Thunderbolts defense. First down and 5 for Westendorf and the Bengals offense. Westendorf back in the shotgun, got big pressure. Tyrone Sellers got a hand on it. And then Wayne Harris got a hand on it. But it's incomplete. What a huge play that would have been if Sellers could have reeled that one in. 2nd down and 5.
And that was rough.
And after the... What did we have? We had a great defensive play. Oh, it's an incomplete pass and almost interception. It was so long ago. I can't remember. 2nd and 5. Westendorf in that shotgun thing. Here comes Clayson. Clayson gets double. Oh, that looked rough. Did you see Clayson go over there? One guy hit him high, one guy hit him low, trying to take out his knees.
Now you know why he's 15 yards back, because I tell you what, if he wasn't 15 yards back, he'd be in the ground. Right now, he's getting tremendous pressure from the defensive line and the defensive end of the Thunderbolts. He's 15 yards back, and he only gets a 2 count. That's saying a lot for the defensive line penetration.
Brings up 3rd down and 5. Patterson and Laborde, number 33, are the 2 running backs, and I'm really surprised at this Bengals offense. They move the ball with ease. Unfortunately, hate to say it, but they move the ball real easily against this Thunderbolt defense on the ground. And now look at them on 3rd and long, they're going to run. And I think they should be thinking run maybe on 1st and 10 instead of 3rd and long, and it's not going to go anywhere.
Well, it wasn't that really. It wasn't that long. You're looking at 6.5 yards. But right now they're just trying to find rhythm. Right now they haven't had anything. Their passing has absolutely added up to nothing because they're getting no time in the backfield. Their strong key is running, and they went back to that.
Well, Greg, I was looking over the stat sheet before this game, and I added up the total yards. The Thunderbolts have amassed basically 4,000 yards of offense this season, and I think these Bengals have averaged have totaled only about 2,000 yards.
Well, there's no comparison right now to talk about yardage, but they're still the second best team in the league.
Calvin Griggs got a nice block from Velarde, got some more blocks, and gets taken down by Brett Wells on the sidelines. Brett Wells of the Thunderbolts ran into him, but he was blocked into him by number 32, Stacy Smith. But it's a big return for Griggs, and the Thunderbolts have great field position. And I know I got to be watching that camera. And it is Thunderbolts football on the 30-yard line after the big return by Calvin Griggs. Richie Martin in motion and Glenn Vereen not in motion. Stopped by that interior line of the defense, number 73, Adrian McGilley. I got to know better than to segue right into looking at my Pierce County Bengals roster for a name, because it's going to be Sakatufa Fita or Mafa Ala Ala or something like that, and I better brush up on my Bengals names here.
Well, whatever.
You should go down there and talk to the guys and get the name straight.
They probably have a nickname, but anyways, they're outside the tackles, and the two guys were really quick. It was a draw play, and they were in the backfield just as the handoff was being exchanged.
Well, maybe I'll just graduate to calling them by their number. Handoff, fake handoff, inside. There's Henry Newsom. Henry trying to drag the guy across the line, but he's going to get
Poor Romers.
First down and goal on the 1, and it's Haskamp trying to run across. And he's pushing, but I don't see him pushing that football. He's holding on tight enough to that ball that he's not got it across the line.
I can't believe this.
Hey, at least we kept the football. I'm happy. He got at least 2/3 of the way there. And he didn't cough it up. He didn't do the Scott Mitchell play. Here, defense, you get the touchdown.
Yeah, he's the only guy I know that actually leaned with the center and only picked up, it looked like 4 inches. I don't understand that spot, but see, if you spotted it any closer, the ball would be touching the end line. That's a touchdown.
They never do line up the ball on the stripe, do they?
No, they never line it, because if it's touching the stripe, it's a touchdown.
Haskamp again trying to enforce his will on the defense of the Bengals, and I still don't see.
They're calling it. They're going to call it. There it is.
It is a touchdown. Haskamp, the all-dimensional quarterback with that running game, has 1 yard on 2 carries, and it's a touchdown.
They were I think what they were doing is the outside umpire was running in, and he's going, yeah, it's a touchdown. If he's still got the ball, it's a touchdown.
He's tracking us.
That's right. Hey, look at
11:29 in the second half. In the end of the second quarter, 11:29.
Yeah, now you can put the faces to who's actually insulting the people.
Yeah, these guys down here aren't so innocent either.
That's right. They're our little crowd. They do our roaring for us.
And they steal all our work, too. That's okay. I don't mind being plagiarized. Jeff Wood, or is it Matt Stanwood? Jeff Wood, number 9. Number 9 for the extra point. Velarde is in there at the hold. And kick is up, and it is not especially good, but it counts. We'll say that it counts. And it's 14-0. Played him, or at least tied it. And now it's a cameo appearance by number 11, Curtis Delgado, back to return. and the former Viking and Portland State Viking and former Thunderbolt.
Jeff might put it out this time.
Very dangerous kickoff return man. We've seen him run back many kickoffs for touchdowns. He's very small, elusive, and strong, and he's got speed to burn. And there goes Delgado around the end. Gonna have to wrap him up and hit him real.
He's out of bounds.
Push him out of bounds. That'll work.
Oh, Delgado started the fight.
Delgado fighting with Clayson, it looks like, over there. And he is a fire plug. Looks like they're going to mark the ball about the 22-yard line, where the Thunderbolt defense has to dig in.
We're back.
Yeah, they even got that parking lot full tonight.
That's right.
Man, I can't even imagine how many people are here. There's at least 200 on the far sideline over there.
You counted them?
But in Thunderbolt though, that's 200. In Thunderbolt,
Let me get my card.
well, hit it. We are going to acknowledge the beautiful football field set up tonight.
And it's done by Mike Hebert. And he actually owns his own business, but he does all the PIL, most of all the high school in the Portland area. He does all the fields for them. But we come out here and work on the field with him, and he plays a little extra attention with us and has done an exquisite job, especially that logo out there in the 50.
And what are these little hash marks on the 35? This is, I guess that's where you kick off from.
Yeah, that's your kickoff mark. That's how
Beautiful.
the field really looks.
And the extra point. Oh! And that defense is not getting pushed around. Leland Johnson in there making that impact he was talking about. Number 33 is his name, Jeff Laborde, I believe. Don Laborde. I knew it was Laborde.
Just couldn't use any.
And Laborde is dangerous. I just expect to see a whole lot more of Laborde and Pat Patterson, number 3, coming out of that backfield and forcing the Thunderbolts to stop them, and that might open up their passing game a little bit.
That's 4 yards, but that's their game running. And they're trying to see if they can beat us in the center position. Again, covered well.
That was Tyrone Sellers, the middle linebacker, with the stop of Patterson. And also Jason Tatuki in number 44. The defensive front now, number 96, Ed Goodell is in there as well. With, I believe Leland Johnson, number 98, and then number 90 is Brian Johnson. So we still have a Johnson & Johnson look.
That's right.
And Neil Clayson down man on the near side. And Brett Wells, Tatukian, and Sellers, the linebackers, and it's Tatukian who's the middle linebacker. I was mistaken there. Patterson in trouble. And it looks like Leland Johnson, number 98, or no, it was Ed Goodell, number 96, fell on him, but he was already on the ground.
He saw the hole fill right up. He hit the brakes, and he just fell right on his tush. He didn't, no grip.
And now we're rolling, and it's 4th down and 5, and they're going to punt. Number 86, Kenyatta Morgan got it. No foul there. All they called it, he didn't even touch him. Morgan running for his life, tackled by 4 Bengals, and he just stepped up next to him and he didn't even touch him.
Actually, it looked like he was going to hit him, and then he backed off, and they still threw the flag. He backed off on the play, and they still threw the flag. They're going to call this game really close.
Yeah, I was thinking of the tackler. I was looking, there was 4 tacklers, so you couldn't really get a look at that. Glenn Vereen around the end, not going to get around that corner. That Bengal defense showing some quickness. Number 52, Galen Carter there, and a whole bunch of other white shirts to make sure he didn't go anywhere else.
And it didn't work well because the lineman couldn't even rotate out quick enough to cover the block pattern. And Glenn was trying to find just a slot to slip through, and there just was no openings.
Now I see Glenn Vereen, but I don't see Rufus Dean, and I don't think Deshaun Fauntleroy is playing tonight. What do we have at running back behind Vereen?
You don't want me to answer that, because I don't know if I could.
Probably Kenyatta Morgan.
that would be only when necessary.
Glenn Vereen with a big move up the middle. Nice block by the line, and he squirted through. I don't know how he got through there, but he's got a first down.
He got hit straight up. The nice thing about Glenn is he keeps his legs churning, and because of that positive approach of churning your legs, all those bodies got smacked together and they let go of him, and he got another 6 yards.
He's so quick, though. I mean, after you've hit him, he can just re-accelerate to full speed just like that. It's amazing. Watch number 1. Thunderbolts line up with 3 wides to the right, and then run Vereen up the middle again. A big push by big number 77, Junior Panuta, who goes probably 6'6", 340.
They're rotating the offensive line, and justifiably, just to give people a break. This is a pretty intense game, and they expect lots of things out of the offensive line. They need to have positive power and people that are ready to go. And on the offensive line, it takes a lot to keep turning on drives like these.
Number 54, Dave O'Neill, moves into guard with Swingle the center, Jason Matthews the other guard, and Jason Lang at the other tackle. Vereen stays in the block. Pascamp fires out to Morgan. Morgan's too fast for Seoff.
Oh, he took a bench. He's sitting on the bench.
He took the bench?
Yeah. He got to the out of bounds. The guy gave him a shove, and he just kind of backed and sat down on the bench over there with the Bengals and had a little conversation before he went back out to the huddle.
Coach put him back in the game. Said, go back in the game. Like starting your car over and over again. Just a suggestion, of course.
Just a smile.
Vereen having his way with the defense. Haskamp got some time, and he doesn't have a bead. It looks like he misread where Danny Jefferson was going to run, and they're lucky not to get that one picked off.
We had 2 men in the zone, and it looked like they became slightly confused on who was high and who was low, and because of that, they actually came in equal. And Haskamp was looking for someone to break high. That's where his throw was for a longer man.
Well, my hope is that they weren't high.
Well, because of being high, it was almost a catchable ball for an interception. It was just a little bit short of the D-backs.
Danny Jefferson wide to the near side, and it looks like Henry Newsom wide to the far side. Whistle blows, officials timeout, with 5 minutes, 23 seconds left in the first half. An official warning.
About touching the ball.
I know those Bengals love to slap the ball and slap the fumble. Slap the snap, that is. Try and force the fumble down low. 2nd down and 10. Henry Newsom in motion, and we got the 2 slots lined up tight. Handoff Vereen, and he's got nowhere to go, but that doesn't always stop him.
Normally, that's excellent play for Glenn because he likes bodies converging in on him because it means it's harder for hands to have easy grabs onto him. But on that play, there's 2 Bengals and no Thunderbolts helping out.
And it brings up 3rd down and 9. Haskamp looking to throw. Got a block from Vereen. Run out of time. He's going to called in the grasp. Gets thrown down hard after the whistle. Then they pat him on the head because they're glad they didn't get a penalty for it. And that Bengal defense up to the task. Brings up 4th down and about 14.
They do. A check play to him.
Now Haskamp is lined up at the up back, and that would be scaring the heck out of me if I was on the defense. I don't know. It's 4th down and 15. Haskamp gonna throw. Gonna fire to Henry Newsom. Henry Newsom's got the marker. Henry Newsom got the marker.
There's the play.
And it looks like Curtis Delgado, the returner, the return man, forced him out of bounds after a gain of about 30. Big play. No flags, and it's a 1st down for the Bolts.
There's a play we watched them work on. They always work on this one play at least twice every practice. Just to keep in rhythm with everything and to know where the assignments are. And a beautiful snap to Haskamp, and I looked at the defensive alignment, and I could see the flats were so wide open. So if Haskamp had just all he needed was 2 seconds, it was going to be a completed pass for a first down.
Well, he didn't have very many seconds. He was under duress, and he looked nervous enough. I thought he was looking like, oh my gosh, where am I going to throw this ball? Then I looked downfield, and Henry Newsom standing all alone right by the marker. Haskamp swings to Vereen. Vereen's going to make some yards. He's going to take a shot. Kind of run to the short side of the field and give Vereen a lot of room to work with, but he did pick up about 4 yards.
Looked like his jackknife off the diving board on that. That was excellent form. I'd give him about an 8.5.
Yeah, but the Moscow judge only gave him a 4.3.
That's right. But yeah, we're slightly prejudiced on the whole form.
But it's good for 4 yards. Calvin Griggs back in and lined up to the near side. Far side is Henry Newsom, who had the big play on the fake punt. And it's going to be another official timeout.
Oh, he's talking about the clock. Something about the clock. Way to go, Ski. Don't step on the wet paint.
Ooh. Oh, man.
And Bengals requesting 14 seconds back on the clock. I'm not quite sure I understand that because the Thunderbolts are on the 20-yard line. Why do you want to put time back on the clock?
Well, I don't think it was the Thunderbolts that were talking about it. I think, personally, I think the Bengals want time before the half closes out to see if they can get some points.
Oh, okay, so they think we're going to go ahead and score now, and then they can. And Calvin Griggs is there, but it's picked off, and he makes a mistake or not. Number 7, Chris Reynolds, picks off the Haskamp's pass, stopped by David O'Neill, and it's going to be Bengal ball on the 30, although there is a flag down. And a 15-yard penalty tacked on to the interception return, and the Bengals are in business with 2 minutes, 15 seconds left. They got the 2-minute warning, and as far as I know, all their timeouts left as well. Back in the regular formation now, faking the run, and looking deep for number 5. Covered by number 5, Van Velarde and Wayne Harris. And number 5, Chris Bailey, was the intended receiver.
A lot of single digits out there. It gets confusing when we see single digits. We don't have anything to, other than the color of their jerseys, to define who they are. But that was a throw pattern to a spot. The quarterback let it go to a spot, and the receiver's supposed to count and break. And apparently the ball got out there a little sooner than he was.
Officials timeout for the 2-minute warning. No?
I have a bad incompatible pass.
I have a bad short-term memory.
I have my pass right here.
It was an incompatible pass.
Yeah. Incompatible.
Oh, they're going to the 15-yard shotgun. Swing.
And Westendorf fires out to number 33, Laborde. Kept in bounds, but it's going to be the 2-minute warning next. Bringing up a 3rd down and about 7. Ball.
I think more Sultans of spray, so we were very verbal.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what that wet stuff is. And it's 2 minutes left in the half, and the Thunderbolts leading 14-0. Although the Bengals just got the football back, and they're going to try and punch it in real quick.
And it doesn't make sense what they're doing here. They do this 12-yard shotgun. By the time he throws the ball to the flat, all he's made up is the 12 yards that he stood back. And actually, the receiver's catching it at the line of scrimmage. That last pass pattern, he probably threw it 25, but it was at an angle, and he was back 15, and the net on it was 2 yards.
Well, and the Bengals have that running game, and if I was them, I'd be thinking about threatening that, because number 3, Pat Patterson, can and will take it the distance if he's not respected up there in the center. You could be using him at his threat to your advantage, and apparently they're not. They're using him as a blocker, and he's just too small for that. I mean, that's not the Dante Lewis. Dante Lewis with the big stick on number 5, Chris Bailey. And it looks like the clock will stop.
Want a quick huddle.
Clock did not stop.
Good drill.
Looks like we have a signal of a timeout. Bailey was forced out of bounds by Dante Lewis, and the clock stopped and reset. We have 1 minute, 54 seconds left, and the Bengals are within striking distance now. Westendorf looking deep. 85's there, and Dante Lewis is there first. Thunderbolt ball, and it looks like the Thunderbolts are going to have an opportunity to score. Once again, big block by Velarde. Look at those linebackers run. I love it. Dante Lewis doing the duck dance. And it looks like it's going to be a 44-man blue pileup in the far end zone. And what a strike. What a nail in the coffin of the Bengals.
Here they are. They thought they had it pegged. And as soon as he threw the ball, I saw Dante Lewis rotating over the right over the seam in the middle. There was no one who was going to get that ball more than Dante, because he already lined up to make sure that he would be in front of the man. He took the ball, and the really spectacular part was he had 4 Bengals in front of him. They crunched on him. He still kept his balance, and then just all of a sudden hit the accelerator. Yeah, he just accelerated and exploded out of there.
And he got some killer blocks. Van Velarde came in and made a key block on that, and then he had a whole posse, so to speak, using the term loosely in this league, of course, of blue shirts to escort him into the end zone. And Thunderbolts attempting their 21st point of the game. It looks really good, and it clears the track, and it's going to be a 21-point lead for the Thunderbolts over the shutout Bengals. I guess not. Yeah, thanks for telling me. I appreciate it.
What's that?
And it looks like the Bengals will get another chance to score before the half.
That's the nice thing about it. Thunderbolts are, after their scores, they're always willing to let you have another shot at the ball.
Jeff Wood kicks off real high. Fakatu Fafita pitches it to Delgado. Delgado on the loose, got some blocks, and he's going to be tough to bring down. Jeff Wood with the outstanding open field tackle on the Delgado, the infamous, the superior kick and punt returner, Curtis Delgado. He's 5'6", about 190 pounds, used to bench 350 when he was at Portland State, and he runs a 4.4.
Thank you for yelling in my ear, sir.
And he does the zigzag, and Jeff Wood did just standard basic tackling. What he did was he lined up the thigh and took it out.
And Delgado goes down. Bengals on their own 45, down by 3 touchdowns now. Have a minute 24 to score, and if they want to throw some more complete passes to Dante Lewis, I'm all for it. Westendorf has pressure, fires out to Chris Bailey, number 5, on the far sidelines, and he got the first down and about to pick up a 12. 1st and 10. After the 12-yard pickup, Westendorf to Bailey. Low snap, one hopper, and Westendorf sees that hole in the middle. Bailey again, and Van Velarde there brings him down, but he dives forward for 5 more. And Velarde's down, and that'll it's a Bengals timeout. Velarde heads back to the locker room with the trainers, but since we are a minute and a half away from halftime, hopefully we'll see him again in the second half. He made the tackle. Number 5, Chris Bailey, seemed to have gotten the best of him, though, and it's going to be 1st down and 10. Looked like the Thunderbolts might have jumped off sides, but I don't see any flag. Matt Neal there to prevent the scramble. And it's going to be Pat Patterson in the flat, tackled, pushed out of bounds by Tyrone Sellers. Saving clock, and the Bengals still have 62 seconds left in which to try and score.
Tyrone, he lined it up perfectly. He said, if I don't have a single tackle, I don't have to worry about that. I'll just pinch him on the sidelines and mow him out of bounds, and that's exactly what he did.
Number 88, Josh Enyart checks in for the Bolts. And number 98,
And And the Thunderbolts have not given up a touchdown or an offensive score to the Bengals all season. Although the Bengals have been in even better field position than this, and yet have been turned back every time. Josh Enyart, number 88, with the big pressure along with Matt Neal. And the pass is thrown incomplete. Westendorf nowhere to go and lots of pressure.
Well, you know, on that one play there, it looked like the A train got loose. And Westendorf, he saw those three guys coming at him. He just dumped that ball off real quick. He said, "I'm not going down again."
Well, I still hear that whistle blowing. I think the defense is going to be ready again on this next play. I think they're tracking well. They're coupled.
That's right. We're coming in for the next kill, but oh, there's timeout.
Bengals third down and about 3. 57 seconds left on the Thunderbolt 15. Bengals looking for their first offensive score against the Thunderbolts all season. They did have one returned interception for a touchdown, and that's the only points they've had against the defense, or against the Thunderbolts this entire year. Pass intended for Bailey across the middle. Chris Bailey. He's been doing all of the offense for the Bengals tonight. Number 5, Chris Bailey.
Well, if he caught that, Dante Lewis would have just tore his head off if he stretched after that ball, and that's why he didn't reach out for that, because he still got smacked.
He's the guy that collided with Velarde, and he seems to be a pretty big hitter for a wide receiver, pretty stout guy, and I would have liked to have seen that actually. Being the cruel Roman gladiator enthusiast that I am. 4th and 3. Super shotgun. Westendorf got to find the 3. He can run, and he's gonna get. Oh, Dante Lewis looking to kill him. He pulled back, and he got the first down and called timeout just like that.
He shook up. That's what I told him today, Thursday, not to overrun.
Timeout call.
You got that super shotgun there, Greg. You know, I think what they need to get Tom Tupa back there, a guy that can throw or punt, and then they have the perfect offensive, defensive formation for the Bengals.
Well, they almost look like a real football team here, going under the center.
Patterson got some room. Brett Wells there, and Ali Rowley comes over, but it's going to be. I don't see a touchdown signal.
There's no indication, but I imagine they're probably called. There's a flat. Whitecap doesn't look too happy about something. He is just excited about something.
It looks like it's a touchdown though, because they're putting the ball down at the extra point stripe.
There was no indication one way or the other. No. Yeah.
No indication there was.
Well, he would have stepped out of bounds. He did. He must have stepped out of bounds on the 3-yard line.
I don't know. No,
because it's
they're going for a kick. No? Oh, yeah. Who knows? What the heck's going on?
Okay. Touchdown, Bengals.
Oh, it's first down.
It's touchdown. This is extra point. They gave no signal. Jason Tatuki in with the big rush, but he. Well, I didn't see him indicate touchdown.
There was no indication. Now one of the refs showed it.
Yeah, that's what it is. 21
Bengals.
Actually, Matt Stanley was right.
Yeah, Matt Stanley. Can you kick a bow?
And the Bengals going to probably onside. No, they kick it deep to number 3, Kenyatta Morgan. Let's see a big return by Morgan to get those 3 points back. Got a block from Danny Jefferson. Got a block from Enyart.
Oh, stop.
And he gets back into the middle of the traffic, and he's going to get stopped at the 35. But hey, you know, we got 19 seconds left.
19 seconds with the Thunderbolts. All they need is 10. We'll see if they actually go for or just sit on the ball. Well,
that was a nice touchdown play by the Bengals. They played the defense well. Patterson outran Wells to the corner, and then Ali roll. He wasn't able to get over in time before he crossed the goal line. Haskamp got 19 seconds. Firing to number 7, Richie Martin. An uncharacteristic drop by Martin, and he could have caught that ball and stepped out of bounds with a big first down, but he didn't catch it.
Well, he was actually taking a quick peek because he thought there might have been someone real close to make a hit. So he was taking a peek before he went out of bounds, and he just didn't hold on to it.
Well, that play took 4 seconds, so the Thunderbolts still have a little bit of time to play with here, and I know pretty well they aren't gonna back off. They'll probably be throwing down the field again. Haven't seen much of Jason Matthew. Oh, handoff the middle to Vereen, but he gets caught. Thunderbolts timeout, and a gain of about 9 for Vereen. 9 seconds left. Bengals defense retreating, lining up deep to prevent the big play. Got the nickel package in there and about 6 pass rushers. 5 pass rushers, 6 DBs. Is that the dime package?
Now this is called we know you're going to throw it long package.
Okay, well, you put in the dime and you get a quarterback.
That's right. They're going for the full silver dollar on this one.
Haskamp calling an audible, it looks like. Maybe he's going to run the quarterback sneak up the middle. He's in trouble.
Oh, he got out of it.
And he is going to run the quarterback sneak.
He didn't sneak by anybody, but... Oh! Where'd that come from? Jeez!
And we've just been shot. I see the light. Okay. 2nd down and 12. Thunderbolts lose 2 on a run by Vereen. Haskamp got a little pressure. Looking to throw across the middle. There's Brad Jolson. Got a block from Jefferson. And Jolson gets out to that blue 20 stripe, but it's going to be short of the first down. Pick up about 8, and it's going to bring up about 3rd down and 3. Anyway, the Bengals had only 15 yards rushing in the first half, and that last time we played them, they were getting 15 yards a carry.
Well, that's why I was talking to you about it. I said that last drive they had in the end of the half was all the yards they had for the whole game. I mean, for the whole first half was wrapped up in that one drive. And I was wondering if that was supposed to be a prevent defense.
Bengals are penalized here. Looked like a 5-yard holding. It was a holding indication. Well, maybe it was a personal foul. He always says what I say, so whenever I'm wrong, he's wrong. Richie Martin in motion. Fires over the middle. Haskamp's got it in the air. Kenyatta Morgan batted it. It almost could have been picked off there. Ball is just there a little too early, and Kenyatta kind of behind Kenyatta, but he did get a hand on it. Good thing it came down. And the Thunderbolt offense lives to see 2nd down. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, they had him wide open. Easy pass. And it appeared just to be a little bit behind him. If we're going to say that it's not all his fault. But we've learned all about these receivers, and they have great hands. So anything that's they get their fingers on, they should come up with.
Yeah, we are spoiled. Well, Brad Jolson goes in motion. And Haskamp's in trouble. He fires out wide to Jolson. Jolson makes a nice grab. And I see a late flag, and it might be a late hit out of bounds, and it looks like they're going to give him that completion. And a nice picture-perfect grab, and Jolson comes up limping.
He went onto the track.
Jolson went clear to the track?
Went all the way onto the track, and that's definitely a late hit. He was clearly right in with the players and before he got hit.
So that could be back-to-back personal fouls against the Bengals. And, hey, the Thunderbolts are not out of the woods yet. The Bengals, still in this game, have lots of talent, and they're just self-destructing here at the beginning of the second half, kind of like me. Give up another big play and another first down to the Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts all crammed, the triple side to the near side, all crammed on the short side of the field. Calvin Griggs says, I'm going to beat this guy on the far side. And it's going to be a quick pass rush up the middle. Haskamp's going to have to get rid of it. Fires to Calvin Griggs. Calvin's in, and he got about 7 yards. But that wasn't Calvin Griggs lined up on the far side of the field. That must have been Jefferson. And Griggs checks out, much to his chagrin. It looks like Henry Newsom going to get some PT now at that far wide spot. Second down and about 4. And where did Scott go?
He wouldn't tell me.
Okay, well, luckily you're handy with the camera there, Greg. Vereen going to get the first, and he almost got it. Hole closed quickly. Number 63, Bob Brown, with a lead block there. But I think they're going to be just short, but just short enough that they can probably go ahead and go for it on maybe 4th and a yard.
I think what you're going to see is something straight up the middle. I don't think there's going to be anything fancy or delayed in this. It's just going to be a power push.
Think they'll put in the 2 tight ends?
They don't even know what tight ends are anymore. They're fake tight ends.
They're number 6 at 165 pounds, or they're defensive linemen now. They all got tired of waiting for the tight end to go in the game.
Well, and it's kind of really remarkable that we've played this long without tight ends. And tight ends are great to have because they're just like a fullback that can catch a pass. It's like having 3 fullbacks in a line of scrimmage.
Well, now they should put Brad Jolson in the backfield. Well, he's going to shift over to the slot, and it is going to be I thought it was 4th down. It's only 3rd down. And somebody's going to get a flag here.
Looks like it's, well, the way they were clapping, it looks like it was going against the Bengals, but I'm not sure what they're calling. They're kind of making a major discussion out of this, and usually those kind of plays are pretty right off the top. Yeah, and it is encroachment.
Yeah, it looked like that trying to get the offensive lineman to jump by messing with them penalty, which I've seen in the NFL, but I haven't seen at other levels. But hey, I guess when these refs go home and watch TV tomorrow, they'll pick up some new rules for next Saturday. You know, that's the way it kind of works.
Yeah. Well, there's always something new in every game.
And it's going to be 3rd down and 10, according to it's 1st down and 10. And they're changing the yard marker now. Brad Jolson goes in motion, and it's going to be on the 30-yard line. Ball batted by 77. Big play, but the Bengals didn't find the ball in the air, and they weren't able to bring it in and intercept it. If they'd have seen that ball, I think one of them would have been able to catch it. Beautiful night down here in Portland. Heck, we had kind of an icky day, but man, the just beautiful night. The skyline, the orange horizon over there, and the orange is backing up here. 2nd down and 10. Rich Martin, number 7, in motion. Haskamp fires across the middle. There's Martin, and the ball's over his head. Oh, man, he was open, and that would have been sweet. I think Ace is over here auditioning.
This has been really a great game, no matter who the players are on the field. Cat and mouse. Bengals have shown some really weird offensive setup plays. They're super shotgun, but you can't fault them. They're trying to show a different look.
Well, Thunderbolts come out in a familiar look with the 4 spread. Martin and Jolson in the slots. Green trying to swing it out wide. Got some coverage, though. Oh, and one Bengal just decks another. And the ball falls harmlessly to the ground, but number 52 Galen Carter took a shot from his teammate. I think he thought he was a Thunderbolt.
I think it was a ploy. Vereen was going out on the swing out. He saw the guy coming up, and he says, here, you follow me, and this other guy's going to nail you. Unfortunately, it was his own teammate.
It is 4th down for the Thunderbolts. And it's 4th and 10. But they're in no man's land, I guess, kind of out too far for the field goal attempt. And sitting on a lead, the Thunderbolts are going to go ahead and attempt the first down. Jefferson to the near side, Kenyatta Morgan to the near side. Martin in motion, and they must be missing. Oh, fired over the middle is, oh, and it's picked off, and that's good, and you got to tackle that guy. Whoa, how come they blew the whistle? That's better than a punt. On 4th down, they caught it on the 3-yard line. What sense does that make?
We're gonna find out right now.
I don't understand that. They caught it. I mean, it looks real good on the film here, but hey, on 4th down, you just got to knock it down, knock it down. And if they get the ball on the 3, I'm just going to be laughing. They do. They got. Do you want to put the battery on the charger? Pass complete to number 33, Don Laborde. Flag down. More technical difficulties. Nothing's really happened, though. It's first down Bengals before this play. And we'll be back after the penalty. A decided margin before we fade out. Westendorf back in the deep shotgun with one running back, Patterson, who swings out wide. Covered well by Neil Clayson, but it opens up some room to run for Westendorf.
Holding there. They didn't throw the flag.
Oh, and Westendorf with the late cheap shot. That's good to see a quarterback getting all excited, though.
Yeah, well, you always want to see the quarterback because usually you find him sprawled out late, right on his back.
And it's the hurry up and offense, which is good because our batteries are running low.
His clock's not running though.
Oh. And first down and 10. They haven't even changed the yard marker over across the field yet. Ball snapped low. Westendorf fires wide to Patterson. Got some blocks. And he's going to get tackled by number 5, Van Velarde, who comes up holding his limp left shoulder, which has got to be in pain.
But he's going right back.
But this is a championship game, and you don't always need your left arm to play in a championship game.
Well, right now we're getting absolutely no good penetration in the middle, and our ends are not staying at home. That's why they're getting these little rollouts.
Well, I see confusion on the defense. The linebackers are all shifting around. Oh, nice slant pass across the middle. That's going to be Cyril Johnson, number 1. And the Bengals looking sharp, trying to take advantage of this quick offense.
I was happy to see that. I was wondering when they were going to call a timeout to break this, what the mold that the Bengals were trying to form here. They're trying to go to a quick offensive drills. And the defense was not setting up correctly. They're not getting the correct penetration. The ends are penetrating way too deep, which is just, it's just changing the whole complexity of this game.
Brad Berstrom taking his time getting off the field. The Bengals are ready to go, go, go. It's like, we're coming after you. First and 10, they got the ball down to the 32-yard line, and they're driving. And looking better than they did on defense during the first series.
They're going to a spread wide line.
They started this drive on the 1-yard line. Clayson gets loose in the backfield, forces a throw out wide to Velarde. He caught it. No, it's incomplete. Velarde, I thought he might have caught that, but then...
And then he got jarred up and went straight up, went over the Bengals' head, and he just happened to have his arms out. It fell into his arms. I thought he had it, and it was knocked loose.
Well, that was Curtis Delgado with almost a fortunate catch over there on the sideline. But fortunate for the Thunderbolts, he didn't catch it, and it brings up second down. Velarde out there playing with a sore arm, number 5. And things starting to warm up here in the second half.
Well, at least the Bengals are seem to have a little bit of life right now. And that's good to see, because that's what you want the crowds to see, a good game.
Bengals started this drive on the 1 yard line, or right thereabouts, after the interception, which was blown dead. But throwing right down the field. Oh, nice tip.
Play.
Dante Lewis reached up and tipped that ball away from Chris Bailey, number 5, or he would have had a big gain.
And that shows experience right there. He didn't try to do anything fancy. He knew that all he had to do is deflect the ball away from him, and it's an incomplete pass.
Brings up 3rd down, and I'm sure they'll have 4th down to work with as well down here.
They'll be. This is 4 down territory. They're down 14, and we're about almost halfway through the 3rd quarter, so time is of the essence.
Westendorf deep shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Laborde is one of those receivers, so he's got a running back, fullback there. And he's going to get sacked by Clayson. Clayson finally gets around the corner, and Westendorf doesn't see him.
Their adjustment is they have spread the linemen. They're good 4 feet between each lineman. And they're saying, okay, you want to do that? Well, we'll spread your offensive line. And this is how they're doing it.
Clayson with the big sack brings up 4th down and a loss of 4, 4th and 14. And, of course, the Bengals are going for it. Little excitement here tonight at Park Rose. Westendorf fires over the middle. Ooh, there's the flag. Ali Rowley was there too quick, and that's not going to go over.
Well, I don't know if that was too quick. I think they were going to call something like a face mask or something. That was really the way they threw the flag. It was really weird.
Well, the guy that threw the first flag had no angle. He was way down there by the goal line, but I thought he looked like he was going for the ball, but kind of around the receiver.
See, it's a small. It looks like they're marking off a small penalty. I don't think it's a very large penalty. Oh, maybe they're offsetting?
It's PI, but that's where the ball would have landed. He would have been short of the 1st down.
Yeah.
But that was 4th down. And so it must have been an automatic 1st down as well.
Right. Yeah, it's automatic 1st down. Going back.
No, I just need my cheat sheet. There's too many Bengal players in there, like number 88, LaMarcus Ford, and Don Laborde. I don't know all their names, and I got to keep track of them here for you. Westendorf, hands off, Patterson, big hole. Tyrone Sellers gets a leg on his way through. But Patterson, with those quick feet, patters through for about 10.
Right now they have the Thunderbolts set up real good, because their linemen are trying to get right to the quarterback immediately, so he can't look at anything in his stance from way back there. And that draw, that was perfect timing.
Once again, fires over the slant pass. Curtis Delgado, the intended receiver. Flag is down, and
there's another flag.
And Delgado lobbying and talking a little bit over there. And, gee, I'm getting flashbacks of the Posse game now.
Well, right now, Delgado is trying to just psych the Thunderbolts right out of their shorts. That's plain and simple. That's why he's talking. He's trying to see if he can upset the back crew there. Best thing for them to do is keep their head in the game, don't worry about it, and then play football.
Delgado is a crafty veteran of this league now. I think he's been around this league at least 8 years. And he's played for just about every team in the league, I think, now. And, yeah, a big emotional leader out there. Going to try and lead his team to victory tonight. It's 1st down and goal for the Bengals. Patterson goes in motion. Mike Erickson fired up the crowd, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper by Westendorf. Stopped by
Neil Clayson again. He got his hand on him and tripped him up.
Bengals stopped short of the goal line. Actually, stopped at the 8. Nice play by Clayson, staying at home. Spread formation, no huddle. Crowd making some noise downstairs. Westendorf, slant, Delgado, wide open, touchdown.
Now loss again.
And Delgado's just short enough. You can't always see him out there running the pass patterns, and you got to account for that guy.
Well, with Delgado, he's so fast. There's only one thing you can do with a guy like that. You're going to have to chuck him at the line because they're giving him way too much room. And with that pad, that slant went in easy. We're running out of game. He got game.
That's okay. I'm sure they got some cap. Who is this kicker anyway, Greg? Number 88.
No, 89.
Is Casey Kalinski.
Fumble, it's snuff. Get him.
Fires over the middle. Caught.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Call it back. It's a. No, wait a minute. They called it back the last time. No.
It's.
That was a 2-point conversion.
It looked good. It was to number 88. LaMarcus Ford caught it in the back of the end zone. Well, 34. Chris Morgan kicked off this time for the Bengals. Back to Morgan. Morgan wants to run. Got some speed. Got outside. Cuts back inside, and he's going to get in trouble there. Dance, dance, dance. Keep that fumble. Oh, man. There's football on the field. They got the ball, but the whistle blew before they even got the football. They were, he fumbled, and they didn't see the football loose, and they blew the whistle. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they called him down.
Well, he was definitely in the grasp.
I don't know where he was. he was moving all left and right, north and south, east and west. I don't know where he was, but and I don't even know when the ball came out. And then all of a sudden, you saw everybody diving on the grass. So apparently the ball was on the grass.
Well, Thunderbolts unaccustomed to a challenge, and once again, looking at one. Curtis Delgado, and you know that the Bengals are going to find the best players they can for this game. Haskamp, spread formation, Vereen in the back. Rich Martin goes in motion. Fired out to Vereen, got some blocks. Big block by David O'Neill, face mask, and he's gone. He's gone. It was a face mask, but he was gone. Oh no.
They caught him.
There's the flag, and that should be a face mask. Huge pass play, all of it Glenn Vereen.
And I'm surprised I haven't seen Glenn ever caught from behind, and he was that was just a great. Oh, and it's against the Bolts, the penalty.
Oh, and just the Bengals just loving
That's
this.
A deflator.
It's holding, and it's coming way back. It's second down. It's first down. And it looks like Vereen might have got a couple of yards before the holding penalty, but it's going to be first and about 18. Devastating penalty. It's a drop play. Vereen going to make some lost time. Nice block by Jason Lang, number 79 out there. And the tank out there leading the way for Glenn Vereen. And it's a first down after the big holding call, about 23 yards for Glenn Vereen on that run.
Well, that's how you answer a big deflating play like that penalty, taking 70 yards off the run. But you answer it with a 25-yard run and gives them a nice first down.
What do you think about that? Calling Jason Lang the tank. You think that'll work?
Well, yeah, that would be appropriate.
All right, well, the tank out there leading again for number 1, Glenn Vereen. Takes a late cheap shot in the back, if you ask me, but not everybody does. And it's going to be a gain of about 3 and no penalty.
Well, here we are. we run a play, and we're going to get a small amount of yardage. It's close to 4. But for the Thunderbolts, that's little, because we're used to 10 and 15-yard runs. We're used to 20 and 30-yard passes, and they have to just adjust and take what the Bengals give them.
Adrian McGelly, number 73. It looked like he jumped on Vereen's back after he was down. I was upset with that. Cascan got a little pressure from the backside. Vereen's there. Ball's batted down. Nice play by defensive end, number 77, Lloyd Tufel. Got a hand up there, and it's going to bring up third down and fairly long.
We don't normally see linemen knock passes down, because usually they don't jump that much in this league. At least we haven't seen that. And tonight we've seen 2 so far.
Well, it looks like the Bengals brought all their players and then some. They're not short-handed at all tonight. They've got at least 50 guys on the sidelines, plus the 11 on the field. So I'm sure they're all pretty well rested in there. Third down and 6. Rich Martin in motion. I'd like to see Rich Martin catch a ball here. Catch a nice first down. Option wide. Vereen blocked from Jefferson. Vereen tries to weed his way through some tacklers, but C.O. Faka Tufafita
He did that real good.
Tackled him by his fita.
Excellent call. Oh, and it looks like we're going to punt, so that's something unusual. We're right at the 50-yard line. We haven't seen that too much this year with the Thunderbolts.
Well, actually, we haven't seen a punt yet tonight.
Yeah.
Mike Haskamp once again lines up as personal protector once again, and he's going to fire the bad short pass. Kenyatta Morgan there and Henry Newsom, but the ball hit the ground, and I think they were ready for it that time with Haskamp lining up in the backfield. And once again, the Bengals are pretty fired up. Bengal ball on the Thunderbolt end of the field, 47-yard line. 21 Thunderbolts, 15 Bengals. Westendorf fires. Delgado's open. Delgado tackled by Ali Rowley. Takes a whack. Rowley's actually down. Delgado's not a guy I want to run into full speed like that.
Just amazing right now. And the funny thing about it is, you know who they're throwing it to. And we can't stop it.
Wayne Harris lines up on Delgado on the far side. He's at the far split end. Dante Lewis goes deep. 1st and 10, Bengals. Westendorf got more time. And the ball is bobbled by Delgado in the middle and almost caught.
Yeah, it looks like they're calling every play to number 11. I think that they need to get up there and do some chucking of this fine athlete at the line, because once you let him loose, he's just too quick.
Well, Wayne Harris is on him, and I don't think Wayne wants to get beat, and I don't think Wayne's going to lay a big body on him. Delgado's very strong, and I don't know. Fires over the middle. Delgado. No, it's picked. Wayne Harris with the football.
Interception.
And it's football. Thunderbolts football. Oh. Wayne Harris stole the ball away from Delgado. Expecting that, read it well, and I guess he slipped in there. I need to see the replay on that one, Scott.
He slid right under it. He slid under him. It was just, he timed it. He saw that Delgado was going to do a slant in. He ran right on his tail and dove right in front of him and picked the ball off just before it hit the ground.
Well, that was a huge play for number 8, Wayne Harris. When I was just over there saying something about the guy,
he came up.
He was getting burned, but hey,
he's probably setting
up
him
to
up.
the challenge.
He's setting him up.
Okay, well, my bad. Definitely my bad. Nice play, Wayne. You stud. Haskamp, hands off of the middle. Vereen. Vereen eludes a bunch of tacklers. And it looks like he squares through for at least a first down, maybe 12.
11 yards, first down.
I think she is. Ooh.
And that time they would have hiked it off to the other guy because they would have thought pass camp.
And it's the end of the third quarter. It's actually the beginning of the fourth quarter now.
Whichever side of the line you're on.
I'm allergic to the fourth quarter. 15 minutes left in the game. Thunderbolts lead by 6. And they have the football, 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line. Hascam got time, back to pass. Kenyatta Morgan's open, and he's going to have the first down, just about a gain of 10. I think he's got the first down, and nice play. Morgan on the...
That's good. I like that one.
Was that a... That was an out, right?
That was an out. That was a grand slam, a grand salami. That was an excellent play. Nice out pattern, that's safe, and positive yards.
Well, the Thunderbolts hoping to control the football. Maybe get some time off that clock and definitely get some more points on the board.
You don't have to get everything in one fell swoop. You know, you can actually work, 5, 10, 15-yard passes and runs and stuff like that. That's a good mix.
Haskamp fires a slant to number 82, Jenny Jefferson, but he can't bring it in, and wow, he would have had a first down there too.
That was, oh yeah, he would have had first down and then some.
No, Oregon just walloped. Well, they're supposed to beat them, weren't they?
Oh yeah. Well, you're talking about major university against a high school. Excuse me, a lower, less likely college.
And I guess Oregon State's playing tough, but you all know that because you already have read the paper. And Haskamp back in there, got some room to roll, gonna get hit, and he gets hit, but he gets about 2 yards. But he gets hit. Gain of about 3. That's his rushing statistics for the night.
And it's good because normally we see Mike with negative yards, and those are nice positive yards.
Well, he has 2 touchdowns in 2 weeks.
But yeah, but there we're talking about 1 and 2 yard.
Rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, sneaks. Well, there's nothing against Mike. Mike is more, he's a rollout, but he's more pocket passing, and he's an excellent quarterback, and his job is not to run the ball. He just does it when he needs to.
Well, we've seen tonight he's an excellent personal protector on the punt team as well. Although I haven't seen him personally protect. Oh no, his foot gets stepped on again, and the pass rush is there to sit on him. That looks like number 80. Now he's been all over the field tonight. John Sammy, number 80, and he's been playing both ways as well. I've seen a lot of Bengals. There's a lot of Bengals over there, but there aren't very many of them that get on the field.
Well, this is a real weird part of the game, and you just kind of wonder which way, who really has momentum on this. And Haskamp isn't in the back, so we know this is definitely going to be a kick.
That's right. Van Velarde in there at personal protector now. Jeff Wood back to punt, and Delgado back to return. Ball is off. Wood gets hit, no flag. Delgado looking to make some room, has a lane, and Delgado forced out of bounds, but the return such that the net on the punt was only about 8 yards. Excellent field position for the Bengals, and boy, that punt team didn't do the job on Curtis that play.
I don't think there's too many teams out there can do a job on Curtis. Once he has room to roll and he knows how to use the sidelines so well, it's not a knock against anybody. It was a nice punt and everything, but you got quality down back there to bring the ball back.
Bengal ball. 1st and 10 on the Thunderbolts 45. 12 minutes, 24 seconds. Move, the clock's running. Thunderbolts lead 21-15. Bengals attempting to take the lead here. Westendorf fires out to Patterson, dropped. And if Patterson didn't drop the ball, he would have been dropped because Brian Johnson, Leland Johnson, and Matt Neal were all, or Jason Tatukian were all out there, and a couple other guys.
Well, Delgado wasn't out there on that play. He's quickly reinserted, so I would almost stake my claim on this one that the ball's going to go to Delgado.
Well, I am surprised Delgado isn't playing any running back. Thus far, he's been used as a receiver. Now, game is getting much more on the line. We got 2nd down and 10, and the Bengals are driving inside Thunderbolt territory, down 6, 21-15. Westendorf, steep shotgun. Clayson's there. A little holding on Clayson, and Delgado breaks a rollie tackle. Curtis Delgado, and he's brought down by the rest of the secondary. Nice play by Curtis.
Amazing, I called that play.
That's right, you did. I'm just curious that Delgado hasn't made it in the backfield yet.
And Ollie Roll, he did an excellent job. He chucked him. That was just a fine pass. It was right on the money.
There's Delgado. Westendorf doesn't have time to find him. Matt Neal gets a hand on him. And Leland Johnson forces Westendorf out of bounds, but not until he's gained about 7 yards. And this Bengals offense moving the ball pretty easily. Looks like we got a Bengal down over, or a coach. Is that a coach down over there?
No, it looks like one of the marker guys.
Oh. Well, that's a hard lesson to learn. Oh, yeah, that's that, yeah.
Yeah, one of the cheat
learn the brutalness of football in the first degree over there. We have a new volunteer to running the chains. I think it's Todd. Our best is with you, Todd.
Well, hey, when you're on the sidelines, you got to just really pay attention and drop those chains when those guys come rotating that way, because they just don't stop. Super shotgun.
Shotgun. Dante Lewis is there. What a play by Lewis. So he reached up, got a hand on that ball, and Laborde, the intended receiver, was, I don't know if he's open, but the ball was perfectly thrown for him to catch it.
He just waited, Donnie just waited for him to take his hand and look back, and then that's when he made his approach and sighting the ball. And he played it just perfectly. He had fenced him out on the sidelines. And the ball went right between the two of them. Donnie just knocked it down.
Well, and Lewis matches up well with a fullback, although Laborde is a very athletic, gifted fullback who's not on the big side, but very on the athletic side. Westendorf fires over the middle. Intended for Bailey. Ball was too high, and that's going to bring up 4th down. So the Thunderbolt defense has finally slowed down the momentum of the Bengals here, leaving them on 4th and 5.
And Delgado's back in the game, and we know where the ball's going.
11 minutes, 4 seconds left. Delgado lined up to the near side in the slot, covered by number 22, Ali Rowley. Patterson, the running back, and Westendorf deep in the shotgun. Westendorf fires over the middle, and the ball's too high for Chris Bailey, and it's a big stop for the Thunderbolts defense in the clutch.
And what a surprise. They didn't, and that caught me off guard. I can't believe they didn't throw it to Delgado, because he's the guy that's been catching them all night.
Teams are lining up for the next play here. Didn't see much of Delgado in the first half, and he's come in and made a huge impact in the second half.
Yeah, that could be, there could be a lot of reasons why they do that. And
probably because he didn't play with the team all year until today, and the guy who's really started and who really had the job wanted to play first. But they're not making the plays.
And rightfully so.
And it's Glenn Vereen around the corner. Minus a yard. And it's second down. And 11.
One. Roll like a Bergie, man.
Danny Jefferson to the near side. Richie Martin the near slot. Kenyatta Morgan the far slot. And Calvin Griggs, who's been relatively quiet tonight, split out wide to the right. Rich Martin goes in motion. Haskamp fires out to Morgan. Morgan got some room to roam.
Sidestep.
And Morgan.
There should have been a penalty. He used his helmet.
Morgan takes a shot, but he picks up about 9 yards, and it's going to be a nice third down and about a yard for the Thunderbolt offense.
Yeah, there was a little helmet activity on the tackle there, and I'm surprised they don't, kind of inflict more penalties on those type of plays, because someone's going to get hurt when you take a helmet and use it as a weapon.
Well, they did penalize Calvin Griggs as a late hit in the first half. They were calling it pretty close then.
Yeah, and his never used a helmet or anything. He just kind of slid into the guy, and that one was definitely a helmet into the guy.
Third down and half a yard, and who knows? With this offense, they could be going deep to Griggs about now, but we'll see. I kind of think they might try and run up the middle.
First down.
First down, Mike Haskamp adding his rushing stats. I think he's probably back to 0 by now, but he's made some key plays, a touchdown and a couple first downs up front, running behind big number 67, Paul Swingle, the center.
Well, there was nothing fancy about that, and we knew that's usually that's the safest call anyways, considering how close the game is. You don't want to exchange.
Number 77, Junior Panuta, back in at tackle. So we have tanks at both tackles now. Probably 350-pound tackles on either side. Haskamp rolls out. Green got a block from David O'Neill. Danny Jefferson making a block downfield. And it's going to be a nice 16-yard gain. It looked like it might have been a little late holding there, but it wasn't called. And it's going to be a big 16-yard gain for the Thunderbolts.
I think the ref wasn't worried about throwing the flag. He was running for his life because he saw all three of those guys coming at him.
Well, that's just great. That's what we like. We just like to see the fear in the eyes of the referee on their way. And we have a timeout. We have a time in. Defense removing their 12th guy from the field. Unfortunately, he wasn't on their last play, or we could have got the penalty. Richie Martin, number 7, goes in motion. Offside, number 80 came across. Richie Martin open in the middle. He's going to shake a couple tackles, and he's going to get down to the blue line. And that's about a 20-yard gain. I have a hunch that flag was number 80. John Sammy was already in the backfield when the ball was snapped.
Yeah, he was clearly 2 yards over the line before the ball even moved.
Offsides defense declined is the call. And the Thunderbolts are now setting up on the blue line. 1st and 10.
Well, right now, we're seeing if the Thunderbolts can answer that touchdown that the Bengals have put on the board, and they were real lucky to get that 2-point conversion on a broken play. They were going for the kick, and it just threw it up for grabs, and they made it. So it really makes this game really interesting. But right now, the Thunderbolts are trying to answer it and say, well, we're really number 1.
Nice block by Paul Swingle, number 67. And a nice run by number 1, Glenn Vereen. He picked up about 16 yards on that play. And a huge block by Swingle. Had a guy pancaked on his back after he got hit by number 67.
It's just a great run. You love to see football like this. This is called power running. Vereen, he says, oh, you want to tackle me? Fine, I'll take you with me. And then he finds another guy and says, oh, you want to come along? And the next thing you know, he's at the 5-yard line. He's got 4 guys laying on him.
It's like one of those aphids carrying all the little baby aphids on his back. Haskamp hands off. Vereen got a hole in the middle, but it's not quite big enough. And it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal at about the 1.5 yards, 2 yards. 2nd and goal from the 2. Kenyatta Morgan checks out. Thunderbolts have that big offensive line in there. Junior Panuta, number 77. And then the tank, number 79, Jason Lang, at the 2 tackles. That's about 700 pounds worth of tackle in there.
They're lucky that Mike doesn't have to feed them every night.
Haskamp calls Vereen's number. Vereen gonna hit in the backfield, but he's in there. I wasn't hit in the backfield, he got hit on the goal line.
125.
Glenn Vereen, 125 yards, and those none more important than those 2 right there. And it's a Thunderbolts 12-point lead, 27-15, with the extra point here to go. And the Thunderbolts are going to go for 2 to try and make it a 14-point difference, get back ahead by 2 touchdowns. So the Thunderbolts showing some offensive fireworks of their own here on this drive. And this has been a well-played football game on both sides of the ball. Haskamp rolling out. Vereen's open. All batted down by number 77. That's his 2nd batted pass. Good play by Lloyd Tufel, number 77. Run that stupid can. We see much of Casey Gallagher tonight. He's on the kickoff team as well. But an interesting selection of players out here tonight.
They were assigned.
Jeff Wood kicking off. Thunderbolts up by 12, 27, 15. Ball high and deep. Delgado picks it up at the 4, and he's going to look for a hole, but he's not going to find one. Nicely played by Edward Scott, number 56, with the tackle, and wasn't going to let Delgado get out across the 20. So the Bengals set up on the 20, well, they did get across the 20. 6 minutes, 10 seconds left. Bengals down by 12. Penalized half the distance to the goal on the kickoff return for a personal foul. And the snap to Westendorf. Westendorf fakes the throw, and then he gets sacked by Neil Clayson. Clayson's 2nd sack tonight that I can recall. 3rd solo tackle, 3rd solo sack, and a half sack.
Yeah, that's like a half a
Isn't he average about 3 or 4 sacks a game?
2.
Kind of like the Concrete Mason, about 4 or 5 sacks of...
Potato sacks.
Okay. 2nd down. 2nd down and 14. Westendorf fires out of the end zone. Caught by number 5, Bailey. Short of the 1st down.
No, that's a 1st down.
By about 2 yards.
They give him a 1st down. Going quick off.
How did they get?
Because it was marked right on the...
How come the yard marker wasn't there into here after the penalty? How come it wasn't 1st down and 20 instead of 1st and 10? Westendorf sacked again. Matt Neal this time. And it's going to be another 2-yard loss, 3-yard loss.
Out here celebrating, they should get up because they're going to quick offense.
Yeah, the Thunderbolts not quick to line up, but the Bengals line up very fast. 4 minutes to go. They have to run their quick offense at this point, being down and being way far down at the end of the field like this. Big pressure. Leland Johnson there. Wide open is Laporte. Ball almost comes loose, but Laporte's loose now. And stopped by number 44, Tutukian, but not until they got a 1st down. But the clock is running.
No, it's stopped. So we'll start the clock.
Good job, Ace. You the man. Fired out to number 3, Pat Patterson. Gain of 5 and out of bounds. Westendorf having some success in this half, passing the football.
Right now, this is the only thing that the Thunderbolts have really been having a hard time too, is getting on the ball and adjusting to a quick offense. They need to get out there and stay focused and stay right where they have always been playing in their same lanes. The linemen have been doing an excellent job in penetration, but right now we need more penetration and stay home. What's going on?
Well, Leland Johnson was asking for a breather, and number 91.
To that man.
Okay, well, I wouldn't know anything about what a real athlete does.
Here, let me throw you out the window. We'll find out.
Westendorf fires up top. Ali Rowley there. And Van Velarde. But that looked like a great play by Rowley. Say, well, probably 3,000 people here tonight. Pumping on the Thunderbolt defense. 3rd down and 4. And this is a huge play with 4 minutes left. The Bengals down by 2 touchdowns. Tyrone Sellers in the backfield. Fires out to Pat Patterson. Complete for the 1st down, and he stops the clock. And that was a heady play by Patterson.
That's what they have to do. Any good team doesn't worry about trying to get it all in one bunch, and especially when you're on 3rd down.
I'm guessing 3,000. Delgado in the slot to the near side, and you better keep an eye on him. It looks like number 25. It is. Draw play. Westendorf calls himself and picks up about 2 yards. DeAndre Wade looks like he's got special personal attention on Curtis Delgado down here now. Number 25, DeAndre Wade.
And then with this hurry offense, they're rotating players in and out on this one, and they just get the player off to start the play. They're doing a cross slant.
Clayson's all over him.
The ball's loose. Ball's down.
I don't think Westendorf saw Clayson. Clayson saw Westendorf.
Clayson moved in tight, almost looking like a guard, and they did a crisscross right on the end, and the tackle picked up the first guy in, and Clayson came in untouched.
I'll have to run that back on my VCR as you explain it. And so Clayson with the big stunt, and the Bengals now forced 3rd down and about 24. And keep an eye on that number 11, please, DeAndre Wade. Number 25, I beg you, watch out for number 11. He's getting the football. One of these fired out to Patterson. Tatuki in there, Velarde there. Patterson steps out of bounds. Tempers flaring, but hey, he stopped, and it's 4th down and about 20.
I don't think he was mad at the Thunderbolts. He's mad at his players.
Big defensive stand. Thunderbolt sideline real involved. Thunderbolt crowd real involved. 2 minutes, 35 seconds left, and the Bengals need 2 scores to get back in this game. And I'm still looking at number 11, Curtis Delgado.
We're going back to Marlboro, October 24th.
Did you hear about that?
Oh, I heard a rumor.
It's confirmed.
Oh, it's confirmed?
It's confirmed.
What if we lost?
We'd be
Going there anyway?
no. We'd be at home open.
We'd be. And the Thunderbolts whipping out the trophy on the sidelines. But meanwhile, this game isn't over, and Westendorf's back in the shotgun. Westendorf fires over the middle. Wayne Harris right there to catch it. Van Velarde there to break it up for him, but they end up slapping helmets with each other, and it's all in good fun. On 4th down, moderately well for the next 2 minutes, 31 seconds. It will be theirs. 46, Casey Gallagher checks in the game. His first carry of the night, and the big fullback's not going to give up that football, and he does gain about 4 yards. Time here. keep them fresh for the, what is it, the Marlboro Shamrocks?
Yeah, the Shamrocks.
Vereen runs around the end, padding his rushing statistics, which are significant tonight. Brings up 3rd down, and the clock is running with 1 minute and 48 seconds left. Bengals are not calling timeouts at this point.
Well, what's the point? You call the timeouts. If you waste the timeouts now, then they have nothing really to hold on to. I mean, they have to get the ball back and score, and get the ball back and score again. So they're hoping that maybe the Thunderbolts will make the mistake and kind of give them a little room.
Well, it's 3rd down and 6 with 1 minute 20. Haskamp milking that 45-second clock. And number 40, Al Burrell checks in. And maybe he's going to get the football. Haven't seen much of Burrell since the beginning of this season. Haskamp looking to throw. Fires across the middle. Kenyatta Morgan hits him right in the face mask.
No, it hit him right in the chest.
And then it hit, well, anyway, it wasn't pretty.
I think he was so wide open that he just couldn't believe it, and he kind of relaxed on it.
Going to be looking for the pass, so let's see. Is it a bet? It's a bet, and I lost, as usual. Oh, man. Well, actually, it doesn't matter. If that pass is intercepted, it's still going to be Bengal football at the 30. And the Bengals have 58 seconds now, and they are down 12. And they need at least 70 yards and another couple breaks. It looks like they have saved their timeouts, though, for the end of the game here.
Yeah, always like to. I'm always looking at the faces. It's fun to watch to see what kind of faces the players have. And the last thing that everybody was yelling to the defense, 58 seconds. That's all we need.
Well, the Bengals aren't done yet. Westendorf, deep shotgun. Big rush up the middle, fires to Delgado. Flag goes down. Delgado goes down in the hands of Dante Lewis.
That should be a penalty. Bengals. But it stopped the clock.
1st down, 1st and 10. Thunderbolts penalized, 12 men on the field. Westendorf looking deep, fires to Van Villard. No, is that Bailey? No, that's number 4, the safety. Playing offense, Warren Reynolds.
Almost a nice
with
catch.
Oh, he didn't catch it?
Oh, no, he could. Almost nice. As soon as he hit the ground, it came loose.
Well, that's probably why he plays safety and not wide receiver. You can always say that with the DBs, you know, when they drop a pass.
That's right. Yeah, they're supposed to knock him down, not catch him.
Westendorf under pressure from Clayson. Clayson with the sack. And number 66, the offensive lineman, just standing there going, I'm sorry, Lance. I didn't mean to let him by. But that's why he's not on our regular roster, I guess.
Yeah, that's close to...
Clayson has just had a huge impact in this game. Is that 4.5 sacks for Clayson?
Yeah, 4.5.
5.5 sacks for our Thunderbolts only. And there he goes again. And hits in the back, and he's coming again. Leland Johnson going at it.
Country, and they believe that...
3rd, not 4th?
No, 3rd. They moved up a notch. And we know that we're going to go and play against Marlboro in October 24th. I just don't think there's going to be anybody in their way, no matter who you stick in front of them right now. They believe in themselves.
Well, it was a big game tonight. The cards were it was all on the line, and got tense there for a while.
Where's Mac at?